they need to be guided.
Yeah, actually.
Because there is a lot of interaction going on online. There are a lot of videos going on online. But what content are you listening to? What content are you watching? The content that you're watching should help build you day by day.
Actually.
So that is my advice that I would give the youth. But I have to very much encourage them that let's use this tool to inspire so many others. I'm happy that you're doing this, Sister Maria.
Thank you.
I would have also asked you what inspired you to do this.
Another video.
That would be something else.
Yeah.
But it's kind of message that are going out to the world. You're sharing testimonies on how we are living life.
Yeah.
So let's use this technology to build and promote God's kingdom.
Yeah.
Talk about evangelization.
Yeah.
We must use it.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time and the country where you are. Welcome back to the channel Inspiring Catholic Youth. This is Sister Maria to bring you this program, and today we have someone very special, our very own, and he will be introducing and letting us know who exactly he is. So you're welcome.
Thank you, Sister. My name is Ronald Ojilong from Uganda. And a parishioner of Our Lady of Africa.
Yes.
We are parish. Yes, I am an IT student currently, but an engineer by profession.
Yeah. So, OJ, just like he's telling you, he has been and have already seen him participating in the church. I've seen him take part of the activities of the church. So, I will ask him. I'll pose another question for him. So when did you start participating in the church, and what pulled you? What was that push towards what called you to start participating in the church, and what exactly do you do in the Catholic Church?
Okay, my participation in church started way back from my primary. That is at St. Kizito Primary School, Bugolovi. Yeah. And I remember we used to sing in the choir. Yeah. That was the first activity we used to do at the choir. Because
at what age? At what age?
I started as early, because I think I was around 9 years. As early as that. When I was 9 years, that is when I started. That's when I started my activities with the church.
Yeah.
And I started singing in the choir, because we used to pray every Wednesday. Every Wednesday, and we would be invited to sing whenever Father would come for prayers at school. So that is where my participation started in church. Yeah. And I developed the love for church. Personally, I will give a testimony. I didn't grow up in a very prayerful family, but because of the background, my educational background, and the fact that I went through a Catholic founded institution, I was able to be initiated into the church and loving the activities of the church. So to me, I derived so much joy in serving in church, because I love singing. So I started way from primary. When I went to my secondary school, I was able to also join the choir there. Actually, by the time I joined there, I was already I'm trying to which word can I use? I was already good in when it comes to organizing the Eucharist, the liturgy, and all that. So when I joined my secondary school, that's at St. Lawrence, St. Lawrence Citizens High School, I was able to fall in easily, because I immediately joined the choir there. I became a choir master in less than a year, and I was able to lead the rest of the students there. So through my senior 6, I journeyed like that. So after my senior 6, of course, immediately I got my holidays. I had to find a community to belong to. So I've always, that is how I came to Our Lady of Africa, because I'd always prayed at Our Lady of Africa. I was baptized here at Our Lady of Africa. So I have found a community to belong to. So because already I had some of my OGs and OBs in some of the choirs there at Our Lady of Africa, I was able to join St. Paul's Choir.
Yes.
Because I had some of them there that I used to sing with in primary. So they inspired me to join the choir.
So you participate in St. Paul's Choir, no?
Yes.
Yeah. And what time is the mass?
The mass is at 11 o'clock.
11,
So that is how I got to join St. Paul's Choir. I joined St. Paul's Choir and of course continued with my activities in the choir. And currently I am the chairperson of St. Paul's Choir. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, I started journeying with the choir as early as 2006.
Yeah.
And I've been there up to date right now. So I kept growing that way through, and I served as a treasurer. Then in between I served as a public relations person. Then I was able to get to chairmanship. I'm currently the chairperson of St. Paul's Choir. So the other roles I do within Our Lady of Africa, one, I'm the leader or the chairperson of the Young Catholic Workers Movement here at Mbuya. That's a movement that we basically look at how we can encourage ourselves to work holistically as Christians, as young Christians. Because we have the arm of the Catholic Workers Movement, but this is the youth. The youth wing of the Catholic Workers Movement.
And I understand you're the leader, no?
Yes, I'm the leader of the Catholic Workers Movement.
Yeah.
So in the parish too, I serve the parish in the communication department. We have what we call the rapid response.
Yeah. Actually, OJ is very good at these instruments as technology. So, how did you come up with that? How did you study? Did you study IT, or how did you start with that?
My love for technology still developed from church here. Of course, when I joined the choir, I remember very well because we do what we call the PowerPoint. Yeah. PowerPoint for the songs that we sing in church.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was able to be trained by one of the choir members.
Yeah.
At that time, I had no skill in IT
at all.
I didn't know how to use a computer. I didn't even know how to power a computer.
Wow.
But I even at times I still ask myself why I was chosen among all the rest by my fellow chorister. Because he told me, you come and I show you how to do this so that you can be assistant.
Yeah.
So that is how I developed my love for technology. Yeah. So from that time on, I started assisting with the PowerPoint, preparing the slides and all that. Yeah, and that's how I learned slowly how to operate the projector. Yeah. So
and now he's an expert.
Yes. Yeah. Of course, along the way, I remember I'd gone to school. Yeah. To study my ordinary diploma in telecommunications engineering. Wow. Yes. So
was it the inspiration to go, or you had it in mind to do?
Yes, already personally, I just love technology. So and I had a dream of becoming a telecom engineer. Yeah. So of which dream, of course, changed along the way because of this testimony I'm giving to do with the church. Yeah. So there came a time when one of the parishioners, I remember, his name is Barnabas. Yeah. He approached Father John Mungereza at that time, and he wanted to offer to build a website for the parish. Yeah. So, but then he wanted youth within the parish who can support. in managing the website. And, yes.
Yeah.
So he approached father and asked father to identify five youth who will assist
in this
in managing
the website.
So of course father now had to look around for who are the youth who
participate,
especially who are
in that field,
who help with IT related things in the parish here.
Yes.
So he didn't look very far because he always saw me there. Setting the projector, preparing the slides. So to him, he approached me immediately and 4 others.
Yeah.
So we were able to go and be trained. We were trained on how to manage the website. Yes, of the parish. Yeah. So we went through that training. Of course, not everyone completed the training.
For sure.
I remember there were a few of us that persisted to the end.
I understand.
Yeah. So by then I had a part-time job I was doing with UNEB, Uganda National Examinations Board. Yeah. It was a part-time job I was doing, and it ended because it was a temporary job. Yeah. And I came back home. I remember I was home for a month without any job. Yeah. Because after my senior 6, I was basically living alone. Yeah. I was taking care of myself, paying my rent and all that. Yeah. So my work ended with UNEB, and I was able to when I interacted still with Mr. Barnabas Mugisa. Yeah. I told him
the one was training.
Yes, the one who was training when we came to the parish and asked. Of course, he also asked, by the way, what are you doing now? So I told him, no, I was working with UNEB and my job ended. Yeah. So currently I'm just at home. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know whether it was because of my consistency in the training. He told me, but by the way, I could invite you to join the company. Yeah. Such that you help. It is easier to manage the parish website when you're here. Yeah. But also you support the company in a few of the projects. That's how I got that job. Wow. And I'm proud to say right now that I am a web developer. Wow. That's nice. I am actually a programmer as I speak right now. Yeah. Because of that inspiration, I spent over 10 years working with that is Summit Consulting Limited, where Barnabas Mugisa was. Yeah. I spent over 10 years working there. Wow. So the inspiration of going IT I derived from there. So I said, I'm working in the IT field for all these years. Yeah. Why don't I go and get a qualification in IT? In IT. Wow. Because I had to decide between upgrading in my telecommunications engineering or doing IT. Wow. So
I have another question.
Yes.
Because of time, I will ask you another question.
Yes.
So an advice, do you have an advice for the young people out there, especially the young Catholic youths outside there? What advice can you give them?
My advice for the Catholic youth is right now, today the world we are living in is really, I would say, I want to speak more on the advantages, but also I want to look at the disadvantage part of the world we're living in. We're living in an era of technology. An era whereby we have the Internet of Things. Everything is
it's internet.
Everything is on the internet. Yeah. So my advice to the youth today is we need to think about how are we making use of the current generation we're in. This generation of the Internet of Things. You hear about artificial intelligence and things. A lot of things are coming. So how are we interacting with the devices?
Actually, yeah.
How are you spending? How are we spending our days with the devices? Yeah. these technologies or that have come up can mean to either build or destroy you.
I understand. Yeah.
Because there is a lot going on the internet.
Yeah.
Issues to
and
do
the youth
with.
are involved
And the
so
youth
much
are
in these
involved
things of the
directly
internet.
from the earliest stage.
Yeah. I understand.
As early as even these days, even children have phones.
Yeah.
I'm not against children having phones, but they need to be guided.
Yeah, actually.
Because there is a lot of interaction going on online. There are a lot of videos going on online. But what content are you listening to? What content are you watching? The content that you're watching should help build you day by day.
Actually.
So that is my advice that I will give the youth. But I have to very much encourage them that let's use this tool to inspire so many others. I'm happy that you're doing this, Sister Maria.
Thank you.
I would have also asked you what inspired you to do this.
Another video.
That would be something else.
Yeah.
But it's kind of message that are going out to the world. You're sharing testimonies on how we are living life.
Yeah.
So let's use this technology to build and promote God's kingdom.
Yeah.
Talk about evangelization.
Yeah.
We must use the technologies and ensure that we get the message of God outside there, because we are at war. There are so many, I want to call them satanic things that are happening. Pornography and all those other things. We're now having discussions on homosexuality.
And the young children are exposed to this because they are in the internet.
Because they're in the internet. So be mindful about what you are watching. Your parents are not going to be there with you all the time. But remember, the things that you do now will affect you in one or the other tomorrow. So if you spend your time your whole day on TikTok and you're just into memes and all that, you just enjoy watching memes and then doing that, and you're chatting things that are not really helping yourself.
Actually,
other than spending time to use the internet to learn something new, because there's a lot of information on the internet. These days you don't have to look for a school to learn something. If you choose to be a programmer today, go online and go to Google and just say how to become a programmer. You'll be given all the programs, all the details, all the skills that you need, all the certifications that you need to do, and some are free online. Actually, you will go, and if you want to become a web designer, if you choose to become a web designer, just go online and you will get all these programs. They will teach you everything. Technology has made things easier these days, that you can actually build your own website without going to what we call hard coding. So you can start generating income as early as now. So how we use, just to cut the whole story short, how we use the internet really matters, and this is a very big issue currently right now in the world that we are living in. Technology has disrupted everything after COVID. Everybody has now opened up. Everybody has now learned that you need a phone. We are now praying online. If it starts raining and you cannot come, you can go to YouTube and
join the rest.
I invite the youth to come, and let's use this. Let's use the current generation this generation. We call it the .com generation. Let's use it to promote the church. Let's use it to build the kingdom of God. Let's use it to encourage,
and also ourselves, building ourselves.
Let's use it to encourage the youth outside there to learn, to teach ourselves on how we can build and transform our lives.
Actually, So thank you very much, Oj. But one final thing that I want to let our viewers know. For example, you've heard that he is a web designer, and very many things he does. He is an engineer and all the rest. So just in case, you've already crossed the opportunity, how can someone, where can someone who wants to consult, who wants to do something, who wants to reach you this aspect, get you? You have some
yes,
platform?
Yeah, you can reach me through any platform.
Yeah.
Because of course, normally when we talk of reaching out to somebody, one may think, okay, you need my contact to call me and what. But it's not only contact.
No.
You can reach me via email.
Sure.
My email is Ara Ojilong. Ara for Ronald, Ojilong is the other name, but Ara Ojilong at Gmail. At gmail.com, but you may not need to use that email. Just go on Google and search for Ojilong Ronald.
They will bring you the details.
You'll get the details all about me. You get even to know. Actually, you'll get to know how some of us are interacting or online, and because I'm sure even Our Lady of Africa will feature there.
Yeah, even the church Our Lady of Africa, those who want to reach out.
Go to Facebook, search for Ojilong Ronald, you'll still get me there.
Yeah.
If you go to Twitter,
the same thing.
You search for at Ara Ojilong. At Ara Ojilong, you'll get me there. Go to LinkedIn, search for Ojilong Ronald, you'll get me there. Go to Instagram, search for Ojilong Ronald. You'll find me there. Even on TikTok, I'm there. But I'm not so much of a TikToker, but you'll get me there. Even if you go to different platforms now, there's so many other platforms, social media platforms. You can go there and just inbox me or drop me a message through any of those platforms.
Yeah, or else you can come at Mbuya, no?
Yes, sometimes, or else you can come here to
Mbuya Parish and look for Ojilong.
Yes. So one thing I would also love, and I'm looking up into having a program where I transfer some of the knowledge I have learned to the youth,
to the young people,
especially the youth who are disadvantaged within our parish.
Wow, that's nice.
Because I would say I'm one of those youth who was disadvantaged.
Yeah.
But because of the church, I was able to be picked up by one of the parishioners. So I would really be mean. It would really be so bad that somebody came up and picked me up and taught me and helped me and mentored me to what I am today. So I need to also give back to the community, because the same community built me. So I really need to come and give. So I would be happy to see so many other youth coming up to do the work that we do and also inspire themselves. And there are programs that we're coming up. We will work through the Young Catholic Workers Movement to see that we impart some of the skills, transfer some of the skills to our youth on how to handle some simple IT related issues. Now, like in this world today, you must know how to use a computer.
Actually,
So we need to help those youth that cannot learn.
By the way, it's a good idea.
They need to come up and learn a few of these basics. Because eventually it will help them. So yes, that's it. So
thank you very much, Ojilong, for staying with us here on the Inspiring Catholic Youth. I hope someone out there, especially the youth, benefit from your story, and also they will also tell their stories, and you will be an inspiration to them. Thank you very much.
Please keep close to the church. Whatever you do, make sure you're close to the church. Have a community that you belong to. Do not come to the church because you want to benefit something. I didn't come to the church because I wanted to get a
benefit.
job.
No.
I came to the church because I love serving God. I didn't have that in mind. That I didn't even know that they would pick me to a fellow chorister would pick me up and train me how to teach me how to use the computer.
Wow!
I didn't know that would happen, and it's from that I was able to build and make and become what I am today. So the church, you can never go wrong with the church. Because whenever you faced with some of the, you told you we're at war. Whenever we're faced with some of these harsh bits of the world, you always, the word of God always will. You're always reminded the word of God that you have to live this way. But if you detach, if you keep yourself away from the church, then you'll be taken up by the other side of the world. Yes, the church will teach you values that will help you build yourself to what you are. Yes, and you can never go wrong.
Well, thank you very much, Ojilong, and may the Lord bless you. Thank you for being with us.
You're welcome. Thank you, sister. Yes.